What is going on, guys? It's me. I'm back with another YouTube video. It's a little bit later. Usually I do my YouTube videos during the day, but I figured I would give you guys kind of a late video. I didn't end up doing one yesterday. Obviously it was Halloween and I know a lot of people were out. I was out as well myself, but figured I would give you guys a YouTube video today to make up for that fact. So yeah, I appreciate you guys being so patient with me recently as far as the YouTube videos go, because I have not had my camera. Unfortunately, my Miami I guess you could say apartment or whatever you want to say, has been keeping my camera captive. I was in Chicago for the last month and I had my camera over here. I forgot to bring it back with me in my backpack. So unfortunately I did not have the camera for a little bit, but now you are going to be getting 3 times a week uploads. So yeah, hopefully that's acceptable for you guys. But yeah, I'm just here to kind of drop some sauce right now, and I wanted to talk on a specific topic that was kind of in my head. It was a little bit of a fresh topic in my head, and it's just because of kind of the recent, some recent things that I've been thinking about as far as just like my own trading success and just my journey overall over the last, let's call it a year and a half, the last 18 months. I kind of just wanted to go over it. Now, this is a raw video, so excuse me if I mess up on my words or if I stutter or whatever it may be. I'm just trying to make the best content as possible and obviously just keep it as real as I possibly can with you guys as well. So the topic that I wanted to go over is basically just your trading and your business that you are essentially trying to build in yourself, right? Because obviously not everybody's going to have a mentorship program or a course or whatever you want to call it, right? A one-on-one, kind of like similar to like what I have, right? Not everybody's going to have that, but that doesn't mean that trading is not a business, okay? Now, selling a course, selling a mentorship, doing some sort of one-on-one is definitely a business, but trading is a business as well. And all of you who are currently traders and want to be traders or are traders or were maybe traders in the past are technically a business, right? Because you are operating from a profit and loss standpoint, right? You are trying to find and use a system to make money, and you are trying to spend as little money as possible, right, on evals and, of activation fees and let's just say like trading expenses like your computer and your monitor and your desk and whatever. You're trying to spend as little money as possible to make as much money as possible, right? You always have a risk to reward with your trading. You are a business. You have an expense, and then you have, you trying to make the money on top of it. So you are essentially operating from a business standpoint, and that's kind of the way that you have to think about your trading, right? If you are going out and you are spending $1,000 on evals, let's say that $1,000 gets you. Actually, no, I'll give this example. It costs $1,000 to get max top step allocation, okay? It costs $1,000 to get max top step allocation. That means that you've bought 5 evals for $50 each, and that means that you've paid the $150 each account that it takes to activate those accounts, okay? And then that gives you about $250,000 in funding and technically about $10,000 in drawdown because you have $2,000 across 5 accounts. So that has allowed you essentially to be able to use that $10,000 in drawdown to make hopefully more than the $1,000 that you've spent on those accounts to actually get them in good standing and get them activated and whatever it may be. Now, that's something that I didn't really used to think about too much when I was a trader, or not when I was a trader, obviously I'm still a trader, but when I was first starting out trading, that's not something that I really thought about. I used to spend a lot of money on evals. I used to spend a lot of money on trying to get max allocation on multiple prop firms, which obviously is a good thing, but you need to really take your trading more seriously as far as the money in and money out kind of that you're looking at in your bank account on each month, right? Like you can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month on a prop firm, but if you spent $5,000 or $10,000, which I do know some traders who do this, to actually get those payouts or that amount in payouts or that amount of allocation or whatever, then you are essentially going to screw yourself because you are spending way more than you are actually taking in, or you're spending way more than you need to take in those amounts of money for your payouts. So something I wanted to kind of talk about in this video is just taking your trading more seriously and taking it, almost as if you're a business owner and as if you are someone who is worried about, hey, you have a payroll. Your payroll is yourself, right? You have to really start thinking about the fact that your trading is going to be something that is going to feed your family. It's going to feed you. It's going to take care of you. That's how you're going to pay for your bills. If that's your only goal, if your goal is to use trading as your main source of income, you really need to take it seriously and understand that that's what's paying your bills. So you passing your funded account, you blowing your funded account, you getting a payout, you having, a day where you lose, those things should be taken seriously as if it is a business, right? I've seen people where they buy accounts, right? And they'll pass them and then they'll fail them the next day, right? And it's like, okay, I'll just go spend the money on more accounts. Boom, doesn't matter. But no, in reality, you need to take that funding that you get once you get those funded accounts seriously. You need to take that allocation and that funding and really understand that that is the money and that is the vessel that you have to be able to make more money and be able to support yourself. That is how you have to treat trading. You have to treat it as if, okay, I have made all this money, whatever. Let's say I made $10,000 in a month. How much did I spend on evals this month? Let's break it down. I spent $200 on this account. I spent $150 on this account to activate it. How often did I take payouts this month? How many payouts did I take? Am I taking one big payout for $10,000? Am I taking two different payouts for $5,000 each? Is there a way for me to maximize my profit on these accounts so that I can, start taking two payouts every single month, and those are both $10,000, so then I up it to $20,000? Like, that's how you have to think about your trading. And the things that I use to kind of help me with that is literally just the amount of money that I spent. If you go into your bank account and you filter it to certain companies, right? Like, for example, if you're a Top Step trader, I'm primarily a Top Step trader. If you go to your account and you go, okay, Top Step LLC, whatever, you look up that Top Step thing in your Chase, and you see how many times that you've been, one, paid by them, and two, spent money with them, or, been whatever, charged, rebilled for the monthly subscription on the funded account, or, you paid your activation fee, or you bought a new set of evals or combines or whatever it is. How many times did you spend money and how many times did you get paid out? And really look at that and think about it and be like, okay, when I'm thinking about crashing out, when I'm thinking about blowing my account, when I'm thinking about actually like not taking my trading seriously for the day, when I'm thinking about waking up late and trading the PM session, which I don't normally trade, or trading Asia session, or trading London session, doing all the bullshit, like, when I'm thinking about being greedy and moving my take profit higher, or taking my stop loss away, or not going to break even when I should, understand that you are putting yourself at risk. And this isn't to scare you guys or make you guys nervous, but understand that you are putting yourself at risk of losing that vessel that you've earned, those funded accounts, those PA accounts, whatever. Those are the accounts that are going to make you more money. And understand that when you mess around and you risk like bullshit amounts of money, or you move your stop loss, or you do all those things like I just said that are breaking your rules, you are essentially putting yourself at risk of not making money. And if you were a business owner, if you had a physical brick and mortar company that you were running every single day, and let's say you have staff that are not doing their job, or you have maybe let's say it's a retail store, you have stocking issues, you're out of certain things, your best selling product is not in the store, right? These are all things that take money away from your business, right? Similar to when you break your rules in trading, those are all things that take money away from your business that you've built. That trading account, those funded accounts, those are your business. That is your money maker. That is your vessel, like I've said, to make you cash. So think about that. Next time that you think about crashing out, next time that you think about, not taking your account seriously, or trading a session that you don't normally trade, or, over risking, over leveraging, not using the correct stop loss, not using the proper risk parameters that you normally stick to, understand that trading is a business and you have to take those things seriously. And that is how you are going to become a true professional trader. Because if you act like a professional and you treat everything as if it's a business interaction, right? Your interaction with your funded accounts every single day is serious. You have the set risk amount, set whatever. You have your rules. You have your system that you trade. I trade the Motion model. It's my model that I made for myself. I know the risk parameters of that model. I know exactly the step-by-step checklist that I need to go through to be able to take a trade and execute on certain days with certain market conditions, everything like that. And I take it seriously. On days where I don't wake up on time, I'm usually not trading, because I know that I'm putting myself at risk of losing money, or losing the accounts, or crashing out, losing the vessel that allows me to make more money with my prop firm, with that account, right? So start treating every single interaction with your funded account, with your trading, with your evals, with your bank account of you paying and you getting paid from Top Step or Alpha Futures or Tradeify or whatever it is that you use. Start treating all those things as if it's a business, and I guarantee you will level up in your trading. That was my yap. It was about 8 minutes long. I was kind of all over the place. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys understanding the raw content. I'm trying to pump it out more. I'm trying to be more consistent with it. I will be more consistent with it. I'm not trying. I will. I'm going to take conscious action every single day to do it. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want more sauce like this, if you guys want more information from me, or more just information on my model, my strategy that I use to make, $20,000 to $50,000 a month trading prop firms, and I've built a community of thousands of people who are also making money trading. I have one student this month who made about $60,000 just trading. So if you guys want to learn from me, I'm going to have a link to apply for my mentorship in the bio of this video, or in the description. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Peace out.